Talking about scoring in every single game, does the name Serhou Guirassy mean anything to you, dear listener? Well, it should by now. It should by now. But if it doesn't, let me remind you, it's a Guinea international playing for VfB Stuttgart. And he scored again, not just one, not just two, but 3 goals in 15 minutes at home to Wolfsburg for VfB Stuttgart. And that is, need to make sure that I get the maths right here, his 13th goal in 7 Bundesliga games this season. What the hell? Incredible.
Incredible. And it's a historic record because no other player in the history of the Bundesliga managed to score 13 goals after 7 rounds. Before that, it was Robert Lewandowski, unsurprisingly, with 11 after 7 games. But not Robert Lewandowski, not Gerd Müller, not Klaus Fischer, or any other of the great Bundesliga striker managed these numbers. And it's, my guess was that after his tremendous start with 10 goals before this hat-trick, that the goal production might dry up, because when you look at the numbers, or the underlying numbers, he scored twice as many goals as his expected goals suggested. But so far, he is still on fire and probably a bit unhappy about the international break, because right now you have the feeling as if he just scores and scores and scores, and he does it with a lightness, and it looks so easy how he scored the goal. He had one penalty that he converted totally relaxed and in fantastic fashion, and 2 other goals where he was just ultra cool in front of the goal. And and now Stuttgart are second in the table.
Yeah, it's a tremendous achievement. I mean, last year we were saying they are much better than the results. This year, if they're better than the results, then there's nowhere to go, because they're already at the very top. And they're playing some really good stuff. They play not just counter-attacking football, which is how the team played before Sebastian Hoeneß took over with their fast players. But now there's a real flair to their game. There's real creativity on the ball, some really nice movements. And just a joy to watch this team. And they're playing Union next, which is, I think, bad news for Union Berlin. We'll talk about them in a second. Maybe one last word on Guirassy. I'm pleased to report that unlike his 3 goals the other day, this is considered officially in Germany a proper hat-trick, because he scored the goals in the same half, no one interrupting the 3 goals. So you'd be pleased to know that the so-called Dreierpack, which often is being used to refer to 3 goals that are not a German hat-trick, have been upgraded to the full title this time around.
I've never understood why there is some kind of deutsches Reinheitsgebot concerning this hat-trick discussion.
Beer and hat-tricks have to be adhering to very strict standards in Germany. But, it wouldn't be German if we didn't have strict standards, right?
Of course.